whom the bell tolls, it tolls for thee. Whew, it's freaking hot out here. We'll hang out for a second. I'll get it out of the way. That way I don't have to keep promising. Yeah, we'll go outside. We'll go outside now. And we'll get the heck out of here. Friggin' yikes. Oh, my Amazon package is delivered. Cool. It's delivered. Woo. Let's take some views real quick. I was debating where to go, but this is this is kind of a go-to. We'll hang around here, dig some air conditioning. But they officially opened their poker room, so maybe we'll go get to see that. Well, we will go get to see that. I don't know if we're gonna go inside or not. TBD. To be determined. Let's see, what do we got? 68 people? That's friggin' awesome. We get on all message activities. It says it's like 107 at the airport. I got out of the car, it was 111.8. Typical Las Vegas weather shenanigans. Don't worry, tourists. The parking garage here was empty. Like freaking empty. Town itself is pretty empty. I don't know what's going on. I guess a lot of people lost their shirts in the market crash. Instead of buying, they were selling. Yikes. Let me do something else real quick. Tom Mac, Phil, Mary, Janice, Val, Venus, Angie, Sony. Keep them coming. Marie Bella, Brenda, how are you? Yeah, I want to go back inside. I'm in the shade, so it's like Greek cooler. Yay. Bubba, what's up? Bert, Gary, Greg, Jasper, Stephen H. Yeah, let's head that way. Freaking yikes. I came in this corner because there was music out here. What's that guy's shirt say? Woo. Just go find us a place to sit and chill inside. I mean, I have one in mind. I just don't know what's going on. Alright, I'm not saying anything. I just get confused. I get very confused. There we go. I got the air conditioner blowing on my back every time someone opens the door. You want it outside? There's outside. This morning I got up. What time was I up? I was up like 5:45 and I went outside for a bit. Had to go get milk. Yeah, I still drink. Well, a half a gallon of milk lasts me like a week and a half. Because I still, that almond milk and coffee, it's nasty. So that little bit of freaking carbs and sugar ain't gonna kill me. Anyway, so I got out, maybe it was like 6:10 by the time I went to the bodega, and I didn't see the temperature, but it felt nice out. It was pleasant for this time of year. But frickin' 8 more weeks of this bullshit. Alright. The Ram did show up. I'm stress testing it now. I put it on, I tested each one separately, each stick of 16 gigabytes separately. I ran Mem Test 86, and now I got it on a tester. You know, so it's running it at like all the clock cycles. So if it's gonna fail, it'll fail. And then if it doesn't, thank you very much. Then if it doesn't, we're in good shape. Yeah. Very slow reflexes. And then we'll be streaming from the studio. Woo! I'm perspiring. Are we back on that Wi-Fi? Yeah, I think we is. I see fan fundulations. What? I see, what do I say? How come it's like, oh yeah. Alright. My watching the chat phone was not on that Wi-Fi. Now it is. Janice with the 10 banana bananas, yeah. I'm like, I'm schwitzing. All the stress testing. Great day, Mom. Captain Luke. What you want to say, hello? How you doing? Anthony, what's going on? Whew. So hopefully all goes well. And yes, the other RAM is under warranty. This is identical. It's identical. Same clock, same everything. And I've been scouring the internet for some BIOS that lets me adjust the timing on the RAM, but no such thing. But it is what it is. But I just buying a new comparable laptop to that one. It cost me like $1,500. So let's see how we make out with the ramage. Alright, we want top messages, we don't want top messages, we want all the messages. And I guess I should turn this around. It's like talking to the ceiling. What's up? The elevator's down over here because someone got hurt. So that sucked. That was a mission getting up here. Alright, excuse me while I pat my brow. Look at that freaking T-Shanley. I mean, look at that. This one's almost like gone. The orange. Look at that. T-shirts, some powerful stuff. That's cheap too. And there's a link in the description. 30% off. But, like, seriously. Seriously. Jody, how you doing? Woo! So we're gonna walk around here. We're gonna go. Why am I leaning in like that? Because I'm like freaking dying. Well, not literally. So it took me like 8 hours to get all that sugar out of my system. The cocktail waitress was like, "Yeah, I know you wanted the fake sugar, but what a little minx." Naya. It's like two people asked me what's her name. Naya. Tell her Bror Fredrik said hello. You go see her. She's freaking awesome. Shout out Colorado. What's going on, Gary? Yeah, so she just does whatever she wants. Like on the way back, I ran into her again, and she's like, "Oh, you gonna hang out here for a second?" I'm like, "Yeah, I'll be here for a bit." So, you know, because I gotta like, there's like shit you gotta do after the stream ends, in case you didn't know. You gotta like set up the end screens and this and that. It takes like, 10-20 minutes to do. Okay, so she comes back with a tea. She pulls it open and she goes, "All right, this is yours." I'm like, "Since when do I drink tea?" She goes, "You haven't had my tea yet." I mean, she's one of them, me and her go to war. Yeah, but she's cool. She's fun. But yeah, tea. It was a good tea though, but she put sugar in it. I haven't had sugar since what, like June or some crap like that. I was bouncing off the freaking walls. I mean, just in the stream I can tell. I was just like all over the place, and it wasn't caffeine. Yeah, she was cute. Is. And I drank her tea. What else am I gonna do? Did she bring? Yeah, she did bring back my change. You know what? She tipped herself. She gave me back she knows what I was. She knows I was gonna give $5, or 5 or 10, depends, But yeah, she tipped herself. Gave me the change. Like I said, me and her go to war. She's one of them, but I tame her. Trust me. Anyway, enough about her. Neil, what's going on? Shout out in. Neil, be careful. I heard what's going on over by you people over there. Don't get like Pearl Harbored or anything, Be careful. Jim West, be careful. All my friends across the pond, be careful. Jim Wolf, what's going on? Alright, I think I'm actually a little bit ready. Let me get a little more water in there. I should have brought another one. I'm gonna suck through this thing. Wow, there's people walking up these. I mean, it was a drag for me to walk up these stairs. Some of these people are gonna like fall backwards. Alright, so the thing that I was gonna Bror Fredrik coming at you live from the Venetian, the Palazzo, the whatever shops, canal shops, all the stuff. I'm gonna invite you to like, share, subscribe, hit that bell button, get notified when I do this again, which is at least how many times? 5. Oh, I got Sunday's live stream ready to go too. We're gonna do a quasi view driving, but me actually working on a computer while you guys watch, and I'll check in on you like we did last time. That was fun. And if you want to support the channel, super chat while I'm live is the grease that keeps the wheels rolling, and so is checking out heybrorfredrik.com. Pinned comment is a free video that I did specifically for Learn to Earn walks, bullshit walks. That's our Friday segment. There's a video up there about getting out of debt. And I ain't no fan, it ain't about debt relief. There's some practical things that'll get you out of debt fast, increase your credit score, and won't cost you an extra dime. Not a freaking dime. Cool. And let's see, what else we got to talk about? All the links in the description, all the stuff. I got the Cash App, the Venmo, the yada, yada, yada. You know, it covers parking and gas and all that other crap. Keeps the channel going, keeps me out here. Yeah. 88888 Kevin H. I checked out that link you sent me. That was cool. Lee, what's going on? Marta. 173 people. That is friggin' awesome. Alright. I think I can move now. I'm still perspiring. It's like oddly humid out there. But it is monsoon season. What bunk. Alright, we gotta get some water. Because this is almost done. This is deceptively large because the insulation's like that thick, you know, it's like a file inside. But it don't leak. I mean, alright, it's probably like $90 because it's came from Starbucks, but don't leak. No embarrassing wet stains. There's a lot to be said for that. Alright, let me turn this around. Bonk and bonk. Babies love Las Vegas. Alright. We got a copper squad somewhere. This is impressive. I mean, it's still a marvel if you think about it. And a lot of this was hand painted. A lot of people think that's wallpaper or something. No, that shit was hand painted. Not by Michelangelo. I think that guy's dead already. I think we have an after dark coming up. So I want to do some, I want to have a drink with you guys. Someone asked me if I was drinking yesterday. No, I wasn't. Marshall Bruxelles. It's still warm in here. I mean, how are these still open? It's the same pictures for like the past 15 years. I mean, don't get me wrong, they're beautiful. The guy did some nice work. I mean, highly edited, but I highly edit my shit too. So who cares? I'm not gonna rag on him for that. Let's poke our heads in. How sad. That was Pronto Pizza. They pronto got the hell out of Dodge. I gotta take my time. Welcome to the canal shops. What do they have in this place? A lot of these places, they get at a loss just for the brand recognition. For women? Is that a look? Oh, it's kind of like Martha Stewarty. Sugar boo. I ain't gonna bore you with that again. But I like that spot a lot. Yeah, there's some people inside. I guess they're showing up now or some shit. But it's not convention season. Oh, I could take a swim right now, but not in that frickin' bowl of water. That is nice looking. 8888. It's a front. Yeah, a lot of shit's a front. Yeah, BC, exactly. I mean, luxury brands aren't geared towards people with money. They're geared towards poor people. Make them feel like they're missing out on life if they don't, like, get into debt to buy a freaking handbag. I mean, even the CEOs will admit that. They laugh. They laugh and laugh. Alright, that's better. Oh. Those haven't been whizzing in a while. Helen Callie, how you doing? I like the floor. Looks like kind of water. Have I ever been to the real Venice? No, I have not. I've been to Naples. I've been to Rome. But I've never been to... I haven't been to Tuscany either. I want to go to Tuscany and go see those, like, big, tall evergreen tree things. I think they're beautiful. You could buy a house, like one of those frickin' 700-year-old stone shells of a house for like $1. You know, hence like every frickin' rom-com movie out of Tuscany. But you can. You just gotta spend, you know, $500,000 fixing it up. Dude wanted to come over and breathe the same air as me. What up, bro? You going to the real Venice soon? I would like to see that. That'd be awesome. If they have internet, I'll pipe you in and you could do some field reporting. Take us all. Awesome. You know, I can do that. If any of you people out there are doing anything like really interesting, I could make you like a live reporter in the field and bring you on the show remotely. And you can show everyone what you're doing, where you're at. Even if it's like the frickin' Garlic Festival in Bakersfield or whatever, I would do that. You know? All you gotta do is ask. Mighty Bull, what's going on? They just resealed chicken. Yeah, oh my god. I heard tell there's some construction going on. I haven't seen it yet. F1 type activities. That's gonna blow. I'm reading your chat. The mecca of capitalism. Pretty much. I mean, don't get me wrong. I don't really mind going to debt. You know, to buy luxury goods. That's up to them. That's their prerogative. I got a couple of luxury type pieces, but you know, I'll keep them the rest of my life. It's not for like status, otherwise I'd be wearing it now. But they laugh and laugh. So, how'd everyone do in the market today? How you doing? Just smiling before I even turn around. Man with the camera, oh my god. Let's see, which way do we want to go? We want to go this way. I mean, the market started out so good today. I was just like, wow, this, it's going to recover most of the losses today. Some things are up like 8 and 10%. And then by the end of the day, it like recorrected. Recorrected the correction. I gotta try me some freaking Vietnam coffee. This is stuff from like Da Nang or something. But, you know, I might move to Vietnam one of these days. Who knows? No time soon. I might retire then. Might buy a mint condo for less than 100,000. Why is everyone smiling at me? I'm feeling a little freaking uncomfortable. I'll admit it. Are my eyes extra blue today? Do I got a wicked stain in my pants or something? Yeah, these haven't been on in a while. Look at that shit. PLT. I bought more PLTR. I bought more because I knew they were going to announce late on Monday. So I bought more shares on Monday. And what happened? All right. A little dollar cost averaging. No, not really. I bought above. Yeah, whatever. But it shot up. It's holding its own. So that was a smart thing to do. I knew their numbers would be good. I've been watching them. I had a finger on the pulse. And I didn't tell anyone else to buy because, you know, I don't want to influence people, but I did. I friggin' bought that, paid a hair over 23. And it shot back up to 28. It's at 27 right now. So yeah, score. 20%. Sweet. No. Just under 20. It was 16% in 3 days. That was a pretty nice win. And it's still going to keep going up. That could be, everyone do what you want to do because I'm not a financial advisor. I'm just some freaking guy on the internet. That could be the next freaking NVIDIA. That could be the next 1,000 per share. Wouldn't that be sweet? Oh, how romantic. Why don't they clean them freaking seats? Looks like skivat. That's where I'm going now. Thank you. Yeah, I am gonna love it. I've always said I like coming up here, but sometimes the music is too freaking raw. Is this your favorite seat? Is this your favorite seat? If it is, I'll give it to you. Okay.
I call this the best hidden secret in Vegas. Like, there's always
this is so nice. I like it.
I do hang out here a lot. It's so peaceful.
That it is. We got such a great connection. It's sitting at exactly freaking 7.2. Steady. All right, what were we talking about? Oh yeah, this is sweet. F1 tickets start at $150. Yeah. Well, those are for the practice days and all that other shit, not for the actual race. The actual race is still $2,000 plus, but they're talking about it being soft. Nobody freaking wants to get involved. Mark, member for 43 months. Wow, that's like the beginning. Thank you very much. I do appreciate that. You are freaking awesome. And shout out UK and Mark. Be careful, my friend. Keep your head on a swivel. What are we talking about? PLTR. XYZ PDQ. I don't know what that means. How about that pole vault? Yeah, Tom, we both know what that's like, you know? So, shit. I felt for the guy. I was like, damn, dude. Been there, done that. Yeah, I've always come up here, but there's a speaker right above our heads. And, you know, it's kind of thwarting our game. But this is a cool spot. Although it would be even awesomer with some coffee, but I'm still hot. I'm still freaking hot. Now I feel like I'm in Venice. I love macaroons. Macaroon. You can't call PS. I mean, I don't know about, man, speaking for other people, but, yeah. Let's see, I've heard that Nam is quite a beautiful vacation spot. Nam is cheap. It's the cheapest place on the planet outside of, you know, some hellhole. You know, like, I'm sure, like, Nigeria is probably cheaper, but, no, it's beautiful. Friendly people, women, 2,000 square foot condos, penthouse condos for 77. Where do you go wrong? Beaches. I mean, you ask anyone who's been to the Nam, it's a beautiful country. And the development that's taking place over there is insane. And the dollar goes like a long, long, long way. Yes, you know, punji sticks. Yes, you know, bad things. Yes, I lost cousins, older cousins to that. Yes, you know, I think everyone knows somebody, but it is what it is. I want some macaroons. What sugar? Volare. I'm always inspired to sing Volare when I'm up here for some reason. I guess that's the only freaking song I know. Four dudes on a ride. Alright, that's interesting. What up? That dude looked thrilled. What the heck? How do I cope with the heat? How do we cope with the heat? I mean, the heat of what? Nam or the heat of Vegas? I don't cope with the heat. I curse it every day. But then, you know, in 2 months, it'll be nice again. Well, say nice. For me, it's not nice until November-ish. But then it's pleasant. Like I said, I don't plan on dying out here. Lagos, bring your A or your M. Dang. The song made me run to the car commercial. I think theme song for. Yeah, yeah, wasn't that? No, that wasn't Ricardo Montalban, right? Oh, you hear this? Someone's playing, you hear that? Oh, it's coming, okay. It's coming from Carmela. I can feel the vibration. Someone's playing that huge, oh yeah, you can see it right there, look. Oh, there it is, right there. It's the giant crystal bowl. I actually felt that over here. I haven't busted out my crystal bowls in a while. I haven't played no tunes. Ever since I got a copyright freaking claim for playing, just banging on my crystal singing bowls. I actually got a claim, and someone said, oh, that was my song. I was like, you MFers. You know, that made me like gun shy about it. I mean, I was just randomly hitting on the side. It wasn't like I was playing Stairway to Heaven on a freaking Fender, you know? I mean, how could someone actually claim crystal bowl music? I mean, everyone does the same shit. That pissed me off anyway. It's a Charlie Foxtrot. For sure. Snafu. Situation normal, all effed up. Fubar. Effed up beyond all repair. I know stuff. It's in the cloud. Oh yeah. That's where the the vice president thinks all your data is right there. Cool. Yeah, the gondolas are motorized. They are steering to a degree, but they have the equivalent of like trolling motors that's on a bass boat that moves them around. I mean, look, this guy ain't doing squat. Look. Right by his foot is a pedal. Alright, so he's doing a little steering, but it's all powered. The actual race starts at 6. Oh yeah, stand room only? Yeah, maybe. Yeah, a lot of these Carmelucks are getting shut down for not paying their rent. That's kind of embarrassing. See ya. Wouldn't want to be ya. Something smells up here and it's not me. It smells like onions or BO. I can't figure out which. I don't know. Yeah, this is kind of relaxing. You know what would be ideal? If I could smoke a cigar right here. But obviously I can't. They'd come and kick me in the nads, but it is what it is. Alright, who knows Whiskey Tango? Some of you guys probably know what a Whiskey Tango is. That's code. Oh, beware the Whiskey Tango at the trailer park. It's in the cloud at the Venetian. Don't get me started. If I ever watch the movie Nope, is it romanticals or is it like spooky sci-fi or something? I don't know. I've been watching like weird old movies before I go to bed on Samsung TV. I forgot what channel it is, but they got all these like 90s and 80s movies on there that are interesting. Oh, I didn't like my own video. How dare me? It's a spooky sci-fi movie? Nope. Alright, I gotta watch. It's a cloud documentary. Oh, that's the other thing this morning when I got up at frickin' 5:45. There was now what they're doing, because now they've literally admitted to cloud seeding, that they're spraying, all sorts of chemicals and heavy and light metals into the air. They admitted it. They came out and said it to all the citizens. Don't worry, it's good for you. Open your mouth when it falls. It's good. You need your minerals. Drink the water. It's fine. But now, because people know, that's when they're doing it. It is the second morning that I got up an RCH past dawn, and the cloud looks like a freaking checkerboard. And this morning was no different. It was a checkerboard. And then by the time I got back from the bodega, getting my milk and whatever, it had dispersed. There were fine lines at like 5 minutes to 6, and by 6:15, 6:20, it was already like dissipating. Yeah, and they've been telling us for years, it's just vapor. Oh my God, and people fell for that shit. Anyway, yeah, so it's not blocking the sun. That's right. Yeah, I mean, it's so phony. I mean, polls are manipulated. It just depends who you ask, in the grand, for any poll, It's Bror Fredrik an a-hole? You ask certain people, they'd be like, hell yeah, I met him in 1942 and he owes me $5, whatever. And other people would be like, coolest dude ever. Depends who you ask. This guy pulled off the side of the road and he's serenading. That's cool. Yeah, I'm curious to see what happens. I've been doing a little more study on that dude, Tim. Yeah, that's the kind of stuff that I carried into battle. It's like, dude, you freaking... you abandon your men. You abandon your freaking troops, dude. You never saw... That's what I carried into battle. The freaking nerve. And people... You know, and they did have a big rally yesterday because they had a band. It was a concert that they showed up at. And, you know, to try to compete with the fact that, you know, 45 can go anywhere and draw 50,000 people, 100,000 people. They had to put on a concert to get people to show up. You know, I mean, that guy, that Tim dude is out there. He is out there. He like passed all laws that made people who were into pedometers, you know, the pedometer people, like they're a protected class. I mean, I think he's a CPC double agent, personally. If you do some background, I mean, how is he living in CHINA for so long, off and on? How come he has no assets but still pays all his bills? Yeah, I feel bad for that. I mean, that dude's radical. Dude's radical, but I think they think they can win. But I'm looking at people like, because my X is wide open to everyone, so I get to see everyone's opinion on everything. And people are going for it. They're just like, oh my God, she's the best. She's this. He's so wonderful the way he handles everything. He let his frickin' city burn, but ignore that. He let it burn, and his running mate bailed them all out. But that's okay, you know? I just don't understand how people can look past the obvious. But I guess people have been looking past the obvious since the beginning of time. Hit with some tornadoes, that sucks. Yeah, he's as radical as they come. I mean, maybe not, but look at his ties with CCP and decide for yourself. But a lot of people won't. They'll just be like, I don't care. 45 bad. He tell bad joke. Like, even though he said, yeah, I'm going to take away tax on tips. I mean, that's a push. He if anyone could do it, he would, but it'd take an act of Congress and whatnot. But everyone's like, oh, it's constitutional, blah, blah, blah. Income tax. That was a temporary tax instituted in 1913 so we could have WW1. That was supposed to be temporary. So yes, that could be overturned. The entire tax structure that we're dealing with could be overturned in a heartbeat. A lot of people have that confused. It wasn't like, and didn't write it into the freaking Constitution, the Declaration of Independence or anything. That was a temporary thing, like the sign that says I can't use the escalator over there. That's all it is, If people just choose to keep not using the escalator or whatever. People over in the UK are watching your fellow citizens behind bars for speaking their mind. Yeah, he's complete Chi-Com. Unfreaking believably so. Yeah, I mean, this is what I carried into battle. What frickin' battle, dude? What frickin' battle? Coward. I mean, just bold-faced lies, and people are just like, sucking on that tit like it's, golden. Oh, what a country. Yeah, and then that's the new thing. The new narrative is weird. Everything's weird. Everything's weird. I mean, it was smart because before they call us weird, let's call them weird. I get it. All right. But what am I looking at? It's weird. Crime did not go up under 45, and it's not. How could they say to the American public, like the American public doesn't have internet and can check for themselves that crime is at a 50-year low in America? Crime is at a 50-year low, according to these people. And everyone's like, yay, oh my God, that's amazing, what a good job. Just because he said it. I mean, it's a lie. People gotta stop being freaking useful idiots. Yeah, how dare they? Yeah, leave Taylor alone. That's funny. Leave Taylor alone. Alright, I'm ready to get walking. I'm getting a little bored. I'll just keep ranting McRanterson over here. Alright, let's go. This is a great spot, though. Have a good day. Nice. Make someone a good wife. Macaroons for me. They got coffee in there? Too bad I can't smoke a freaking cigar up there. I mean, that chick wouldn't say nothing, but I'm sure these people would. Oh my God. I think they do. Yeah, they got the espresso. What time are you open until?
We're open until 11.
What time do you open?
Open? 10 o'clock.
10 to 11. Awesome, thank you. Now we know. Get all the espressos and like sitting in Venice. That'd be a good place to do some, I could think of some stuff to do in there. Some videos and whatever. That's cool. And there's plug. I could sit there and get some work done. Go live from the iPad activity. Oh, that looks so good. Yeah. I see people with like jackets and sweaters. No, actually I see. No, I do. It smells nice in here today. It's not like old, but it smells happy. It's got a happy. It smells like every time I go to Hilton Head. Just the air is a little happier. Yeah, I mean that's basically what we're faced with. We're doing. She actually wants me to move. Yeah, good luck with that. Yeah. Communism. I mean, it's obvious communism at this point. They ain't even hiding it. He's a communist. She's a communist. Versus freedom. But some people think that's a good solution. You know, hey, but we could do it different. Socialism, 6.2, new version coming out this week. Download today, because we'll do it better. Okay. Venezuela was 6.1. What new code did you write in to prevent that shit show? Anyway. Oh, look at that. That's a cool view. I I ate at that Grimaldi's. No, I ate at the one in at fashion show a couple years ago, before the shutdown, when I first moved to town. Canaletto's. Looks vaguely familiar. Bonk. Oh yeah, I mean, socialism is authoritarianism. Authoritarianism. Yeah, I mean, it's one and the same. I mean, we're gonna wear uniforms and stuff. Like 1950s frickin' China. I still want to know how they're all getting rich. All the socialists. Oh, whatever. Forget about all that. The world is burning, and I'm just gonna use it to light cigars. I forgot to tell you about that. Remember I said the last time we were here, I was buying a torch, and I was going to see, like, that is impossible to do at home. Unless you got, like, you know, a $7,000 Viking grill or some shit. Oh, look how they're letting the grease drip onto the Brussels sprout. Oh, my God. That is glorious. But I did pick up the torch, and it doesn't work. It just not. I tried it twice, and I already returned it to Amazon because I wasn't playing. I tried once doing it on the outside. I did one side with, I hung it just like that. I tried one side with oil, one side without oil. Yeah, it kind of crispied up and made a crust. But the minute I put it in the oven, you know, to cook it, well, I wouldn't say cook it through, but get it up to like 115-ish, it went away. You know, the juice just oozed through and took the crust away. So then I tried on the way out. I did the same thing. I brought it up to temperature, and then I seared the outside with the torch. And besides the fact that one of my smoke detectors went off, it just didn't work. It didn't come out even. Like, I was like blowing on it. I was afraid it was gonna frickin' spontaneously combust. So, yeah, no. I mean, what he's doing there, which I did too, he's cooking the fat. He's making the fat crispy. And that's freaking delicious. There's nothing. I mean, if you love bacon, how could you love a big hork of freaking beef fat with the crisp on the outside? Oh, that is so delicious. So freaking delicious. So yeah, that works, but there's a million other ways to do that. Gondola reservations here. Needless to say, I was disappointed. But I did something bizarre. I think I mentioned it yesterday. I cooked a piece of London broil in about a 1/4 inch deep puddle of bacon grease. So for all intents and purposes, it fried, but it was good. Only at 400, not like all the way freaking, you know, like fries, but a nice rolling bubble. It came out so good. I was so surprised. And the cleanup was a breeze, and it had so much flavor to it. It was just perfect. It was perfectly rare on the inside. Yeah, little bit of a crust on the outside. It seared the edges. Yeah, it was good. But I cook meat every day, so I got to experiment. Ate a pound of bacon today. I made bacon sandwiches. 2 slices of bacon with cheese inside. No bread. Oh, it's so delicious. That's freaky. I don't know what those little bear shits are all about. Stupid bears. Yeah, I got, that blowtorch blue. It beyond blue. Like those 800-foot tall ones that they have in Tuscany. Is it cool? Is that live? No. It's fake AF. Ted and Company. Yeah, no. I never liked the Dead. I mean, that's like way before my time, but I know who they are. I listen to their music. It's just like, no, I'm good. Just didn't strike a chord with me. What is she doing? Who's she wrapping around her fingers? She looks like little Vietnamese activities going on there. What's this guy freaking doing? Is that the boxer from the Olympics? Yeah, that's the boxer from the Olympics that beat up all the women. The funny thing is, the 2 boxers that beat up all the women are now competing against each other. So now they actually have to beat each other up. So they beat up all the women, and the world cheered, you know. And now they get to beat each other up. It's friggin' awesome. Yeah, I like a nice tomahawk too. They had them on sale at Smith's. Oh, I went to Smith's after the stream, and Smith's got their own gas station. And what did I pay? Came out to, because I used my, I used my rewards, and it ended up at $3.26 a gallon. And you're allowed up to 35 gallons. My car only takes like 20 something. So I filled that shit up. And dude's like, oh, you should wait till the end of the month. I was like, I wish I could. It's like you do it at the end of the month when you got all your parents together. You know, now I know. Where are we going? I think I want to go this way. What you talking about? What is she talking about? Cowgirls. What up? I'm gonna go out a second. That smell, how pleasant it is, it's really strong over here. It's all in my freaking lungs. I'm gonna go smell some nice hot air. London broil is called grilled flank steak. Yeah, I mean, it is technically. You know, that's a good. I didn't even think of that. Because these London broils, I have like another 5 or 6 of them in the freezer. I should let them slightly defrost and slice them in half for like some thin steak activities. I think the best flank steak I ever ate is at Javier's in Aria. Literally the best ever. About a 1/2 inch thick max, but somehow I get the crust on the outside, rare on the inside. At a 1/2 inch. You need some high temperature to pull that off. But the way they season it, and it's just like sitting in a pool of butter, it's glorious. That's a good idea. I didn't even think of that. Thank you for that. Oh, I'm like on a mission to head outside. That is a friggin' awesome shirt. Cool shirt, bro. I'd wear that. Alright, let me show you something pretty first. Oh, that's a view. Wait, hold on. That's all the views. Wait, I'm trying to get it symmetrical. Dang! Nailed it. Now, we might disconnect for like an RCH, but so be it. Alright. And they have like, you can eat T-bone steak, potato, like an Americanized buffet style meal for like $7. $7. You know, here it's the same meal would be like 200. Easy 200. $7 in the nine. My cousins would be rolling over in their grave. Tamika with the 10 Bananaramas. Thank you very much. You are awesome. Hope you're doing well. The temperature, when I got out of the vehicle, it was 111 and change. I forgot. It's saying, my watch is saying at the airport it's 104. It's hot. I would suspect right now it's like 108 or 109. Yeah, it was a nice view. How you doing, Elaine? I wish you were here too. Who's got 4.8? How many subs? Oh yeah, Goga Food. Yeah, Guga, I think his name is. Yeah, I agree. Like he does all those crazy experiments. Like, I mean, I don't subscribe to any channels per se. It's just, I mean, I do, but I just let life take its course, you know. And you know, because they're spying on you. They know that I'm sitting here talking about freaking steaks. So of course, I'll get steak videos tonight. Yeah, he did like a whole comparison of like true dry aging, faux dry aging, you know, two different ways of faking dry aging versus real dry. I mean, you know, like scientific, but then they're all like how do you taste something on camera and tell people about it? Like that doesn't do anything for me. Oh, it tastes like this and it tastes like that, and this guy's like, oh, it tastes like ass, and this guy's like, oh, it tastes like clean ass. You know, it's like, and that doesn't, you know, that doesn't do anything for me. Like people tasting their food on camera and telling me what it tastes like. And how do you know if you don't put it in your own damn mouth? But other than that, the guy's a freaking genius. I used to love that dude. No, not love, but I used to love watching Michael Chiarello up in Napa Valley there, grilling freaking ginormous freaking tomahawks in his fireplace and whatever. I love Napa Valley too. Napa Valley's cool. Yeah, but he gone now. See ya. And there's that other dude with like the kind of the curly Tom Jones from the freaking 70s hair, who always has all the different kind of grill in them. That guy's alright. I used to watch a lot of the Food Channel. Alton Brown. The chick who used to make desserts like right in front of her cleavage and whatever. She had like foot-long cleavage, and she was always making desserts. Yeah, it was an interesting show. Was it Sarah something other? I don't remember. And I always watch Martha and frickin' what's her name? Ina. Because I love the frickin' Hampton vibe. Hamptons. If you've never been to the Hamptons, I mean, now it's different from when I was there or used to hang out around there. A friend of mine used to live down there, had a big old boat and everything. Big old 48 or 46 foot Hatteras. But yeah, it's a different life. It's been taken over by the uber wealthy. It used to be wealthy, now it's like insanely wealthy. Now it used to be millionaires, now it's billionaires. So it's different. But the Hamptons is the shit. I almost moved out in that area. You know, there's all the Gansets out there, Amagansett, and you know, all the Indian named incorporated villages. I almost moved to one of them. was like, what the hell am I going to do for work? I hear music. I hear all the musics. It's kind of peaceful. Why are we looking at that? We got better views. Because I don't want to look at people. I'm peopled out. People's over there. Oh. Hey, stop looking down there. Eyes are up here. What is my top go-to eatery in Vegas? Buvet's. Yeah, I love Buvet's. I like the vibe. I like the chill. I like the food. I like me some Buvet's. Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's opinions, you know? I mean, you got your professional commentators. Oh, and this tasted like the people who tell you this cigar had a cherry hint to it. Shut the fuck up. Didn't have a cherry hint to it. You just want to sound cool. Oh yeah, this, that, and the other. Okay, like when it comes to scotch, I could tell the cask that it was in. Like when it comes to certain wines, that's why I don't drink wine per se. But, you know, as a sedative maybe, but I like a deep, rich, you know, like Merlots that have been in a cask and whatever. I could taste the oak, the oakiness or the smoked cask and whatnot. But, you know, all these people like, oh, it has hints of frickin' raspberries and huckleberries, and shut up. No, it doesn't. Maybe for you, but for 99.98% of the world, it does not. It tastes like a good cigar, so just be quiet. It's either smooth or it tastes like you're smoking a freaking garbage bag, one or the other. Just stop. So when people, like, you know, the foodies want to be all freaking heady about it. Oh, and then when it came, you know, the aroma of the lavender, oh, stop. Just stop. And then the rest of them are complaints. This place sucked. You know? Because something came out cold, they just, you know, endeavor to trash the place. I mean, honestly, freaking Yelp should be taken down. You know, the FCC should do something about Yelp. Yelp serves no useful purpose. And it's an evil, evil, evil company. The way that they rig it. I mean, they will literally send you emails and say, hey, listen, if you don't pay us, like they'll call you up like 70 times in like 2 days. They'll just randomly call you up. And if you happen to pick up, they're like, hey, we got this deal, free $300 credit towards a premium account. You know, they try to freaking hook you like these freaking timeshare people do. And then when you tell them no, then they change their tune. They call you back a week later. They're like, hey, asshole, you know, if you don't pay us, we're going to bury your results. Your results will not see the light of day unless they're negative. I mean, that's literally what they do. I mean, they should be outlawed. Speaking of legal shit, what is this? It's a gang. Mimecast, Code 42. Human risk management platform. Yeah, I would say you need that. It's risky hiring people. If you're following along the crypto game, XRP Ripple just settled their SEC lawsuit. It was going on for 4 years. It was supposed to be for billions. You know, like they didn't file as a financial institute per se. So they settled for $125 million. It cost them $200 million to fight the case, the government, and it cost them $125 was the settlement, which they have, and that kept that freaking crypto tanked for years. So they settled today. The closed door session is tomorrow to sign all the paperwork. If they sign and walk out of that freaking back room with $125 million, freaking XRP is gonna go it's gonna go to like a whole different level. It's like freaking 20 cents now. That'll go back up to, you know, $5-6. So shout out XRP. if you're playing along. Yeah, because that's the thing. Nobody could hold on to that XRP because they were, the whole world was sweating, what was going to happen with this lawsuit. And they've all capitulated, They've all freaking capitulated. They're all centralized now. So it's bad. And then now they tax you on, now. They've always taxed on crypto and whatnot. They call crypto an asset. No, it's not. It's a freaking currency. You shouldn't be able to tax someone on a freaking currency exchange. But, the government has to have that taste because we're so in debt. Let's get different views. Let's get these views. Rah, that's a good view. Someone should buy the TI and do something with it. The Galloping Gourmet. I seen black and white reruns of that somewhere on Samsung TV. They have they have one channel on Samsung TV that's old PBS shows. They have the Galloping Gourmet, Jack LaLanne, and Julia Childs. It's a trip. Especially Jack LaLanne. He's like, all right, everyone, now we're going to do some jumping jacks. The Galloping Gourmet. I like Samsung TV. There's 2,000 free channels of interesting stuff. There's always something to watch on there. Granted, the commercials will get a little tedious. Don't have commercials. They just do, we'll be back in, they put in placeholders. We'll be back in 90 seconds. And you have to sit and watch that bullshit. So, yeah. There, what? Lava be gone? Lava just melted chow for now? Where you going? Accepting reservations for early fall. Aight. That's another place I haven't eaten. The only place I've eaten in here, I ate at Delmonico's. What else have I eaten? Yardbirds. That's about it. Feels good to come in. That's why I stayed out a little extra. Feels so good to come back in. You never see the long lines over here. Did everyone see the picture I posted at the Bror Nation Facebook group? Go check that out. Went to a place yesterday that had decorations out. It was a Family Dollar or whatever it was. They literally had Halloween out already. That's freaking awesome. Gateway holiday to Christmas. I'll be putting up my tree in what? August, September, October. 3 more months. The tree's going up. Sick. This year I'm gonna decorate my den for all the Christmas live streams. I already started kind of fixing it up. I mean, it was never unfixed up. But when I got all the stuff out of the storage facility, I stuck it in the den. But now it's almost gone. I'm down to the last 20 boxes. Wow, this is the first time I've ever seen people in here. It's usually the bartender just like, oh my God, free food. Can I reach in and get something? Nothing I'd like to eat. Grandma's ooh, ooh, ooh. But I do have a friend who works in a very high. I'm not gonna say where. I'm not gonna out the dude. And his black book of clientele is like a who's who of like Hollywood and such. It tells me stories like, yeah, Jennifer called me up. You know that guy. I mean, woman, Jennifer Aniston, whatever her frickin' name is her name. Wow, there's people here. And she'll call him up and be like, yeah, I'm coming down, gonna buy some stuff. So what time? 10. And she'll come down with her whole entourage and private security and everything. And he'll open the doors. Security will stand outside, they'll lock the doors and whatever. And she'll spend like anywhere, he says, from $100,000 to like $250,000 buying shit. And then leave. Alright, we're out. Status. Is this place new? This must be new. The Status happy hour. The empty happy hour. Kind of chill spot. I'm alright with that. Remember when we went in there and I accidentally sprayed that woman's cologne on me? Not one of my better moments. Let's go see this poker room. It's supposed to be the largest poker room in Vegas. What's that face? Caesar's closed their poker room. Oh yeah, big. The mystery high hand. Yeah, right? Same over here? Yeah, same over there. It's a nice room. Oh, they have tournaments. No, that's the high hand. Oh, the chairs have adjustability. You can stuff your face over here. I don't agree with that. Cards have all your boogies all over it. What do they want? Let's see. All right, we're gonna go in real quick, quiet. They're running 1-3s. All right, let's see. 1-3s, 100, 300. I didn't see a 2-5. Don't play 1-3. Play 2-5. You'll never be able to beat the vig. Wow, these people look serious. That looks no fun whatsoever. No fun. What time is it? 7:15 already? Who can't act? I forgot what we were talking about. It's very pretty in person. Who are we talking about? Yeah, Family Dollar is kind of a shithole, but I went in, I saw what they had. Who was I talking about? She has a good publicist. Yeah, it's nasty people eating and touching the cards. I mean, that's just a dopey ass rule. do not agree. They should change that eventually. It's like, enough. You know, the whole world's seen that 1,000 times. Ms. Google, how you doing? Oh, Jennifer, yeah. I haven't seen a lot of the movies he's been in. I mean, she's been in. And she was popular. I don't know, whatever. But that was just an example. He gets like some. What was the last time I talked to him? I'm always like, who came in your spot? Some dude from Metallica or whatever went in there and spent like $150K. You know, so people with means do go shopping in these places, but that's not what they're geared for. They're geared for like working class people willing to put it on their credit cards. I don't have $1 million, but I could look like $1 million. You know, it's designed for that mentality. Yeah, we gotta stop and get us some water real quick. Canaletto. Singing happy birthdays. Alright, I'm gonna drink water. Check out peoples. To you and many more. Alright. Watered up. Watches are awesome. There's so many fake watches on the market right now. Like a freaking container boat must have came in, container ship full of them. You can buy like a fake Rolex now for like $200. There's a guy, I actually went and looked at it, I'll be honest. He had a U-boat, a bunch of U-boats. U-boats, Italian, from $2,500 to about $5,500. He was selling them for $75. And they were high quality. I mean, I would challenge someone with the naked eye to tell the difference. I almost bought it, but I was just like, nobody even knows who U-boat is. It might as well be a fossil watch. And if someone knows that it's a U-boat, they would know how to tell. But it's got, you know, Japanese movements in it and everything. They're just not the real ones. Imagine getting frickin' clobbered in the head and robbed for a fake $200 Rolex. That would suck. I died for my fake Rolex. Omegas, oh my god. The Omegas are everywhere too. Like 15 to 20, selling for like 150. This is the bowl. I would like that. Karma luck is running out of luck. Oh, Gary, I just saw that. I was just looking at catching up on messages. Thank you for the parking activities. Parking here, it's free. It was so cool when it was free. I think it is 25 bucks. I think it's 23. I knew they were gonna do that. I called that shit. I mean, it didn't take a genius or anything, but yeah, it's pretty obvious. Oh, lobsters. That does smell good. That's what kind of sucks about Vegas, too. I mean, from a local perspective, there's really no seafood scene. I mean, there's no seafood, I wouldn't say scene, but, you know, you just, where are you going to go? Even frickin' El Super, when you go to their seafood spot, I mean, it just stinks. It just stinks. You know, it doesn't matter. Smith's, you can go to Whole Foods, the eyes are all freaking clouded over because they're all frozen. All the flavor's gone. It's just like, ugh. And it's really not the selection. I mean, the Asian market does have lobster. I mean, they got lobster in there cheap. I bought a couple. I bought these like $8 ones. I mean, they were fun. Cooked them, blah blah blah. Ate the little bastards, and they were pretty. You know, they had the tails, sucked out the claws, and all that other stuff. But it's not really a seafood scene. I miss living by the water. We can just go down to a dock. Our fondest memories fishing with my grandma down in Freeport Pier, catching bluefish and flounder and fluke and pogies and all the good stuff, snappers, and cooking them, cleaning them. Unlimited crabs. Except crabs bore me. They're fun to catch, but I don't like eating them. Too much work. Ooh, that looks so good. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go have a nice coffee before I go out in that freaking 200-degree garage. Ugh. Sunglass gallery. Yeah, I appreciate it, Gary. Wasn't Bitcoin like 5 cents when it first? Yeah, it was. It was up 470,000%. 470,000%. It's in a correction right now. I mean, I wouldn't buy right now because it has bottomed. But every correction is a buying opportunity, and each correction is smaller. The first correction was like 90%, then it was 80%, and 70%. No, then it was 60, 53. So each correction is getting a little less. I got them up on my charts. I've been analyzing them. But I'm just trying to find the right broker. No one's ever going to take Bitcoin out of the game, you know, compete. But you take like Dogecoin, it's trading at 9 cents right now. It's going $4 or $5 in the next couple of years. That's pretty sweet. But it hasn't bottomed yet. But even if it does, so what? You know, oh, it goes down to 4 cents. Big freaking. Buy 1,000 shares of that, you know? Why not? Ooh, what up? What? Too many guys? It's a pickle factory, is what you're saying? Yeah, that's a healthy return. at 10 cents. What? It's going to be 40x minimum. So you put in 1,000, you're going to make 40,000 over the next couple of years. Put in 10,000, you're going to make 40,000 off that, and then freaking dump it. And if you lose $1,000, so what? You know, in the grand scheme of things, we've all put more than that in a freaking slot machine. That's what I'm saying. But XRP, that's primed. Watch what happens tomorrow. Still be cautious, though. Still be very cautious. I didn't have any concern with buying PLTR on Monday morning because they're fundamentals. Not just looking at the T and A. You know, not tits and ass. Technical analysis. Just their fundamentals are so stable. SoFi is a great buy opportunity. Not yet. Not yet. It's at 650 right now. I considered adding to the position, but nope. It's not done yet. It's one of the most hated freaking stocks out there in fintech. But they're not going to stop it from going to freaking 50. I mean, that'll be a 200-300x trade easily. I mean, all depends. See, it all depends what happens in November. I mean, you know, communism doesn't really favor the markets. So you have to be careful. I mean, if the two of them get elected, fuck. You know, cash ain't even going to be worth anything. Nothing's going to be worth anything. It doesn't matter what you have. I mean, this is going to be screwed, blued, and tattooed. Food. Gold ain't even going to be worth nothing. Pew-pew things and food that'll be the new commodity of seashells to trade. I got a can of beans. Because they will drain you. They will literally confiscate. You think I'm joking? They will confiscate it. I mean, our money is just paper anyway. It's not backed by anything. They could just say, oh, well, we got new money. I'm going to put my face on it. And you only get it if you agree with us. And they can just take away currency. They can do whatever they want. We're literally deciding in November whether this country is going to exist or not. I mean, it'll still exist. Do you want to live in a regime? I mean, I guess some people do. Some people find security in being told what to do and how to do it, when to do it, why to do it. Some people find great solace in that. Hey kid, your mom's hot. I can't believe they're playing this music out here. Cool down a little bit. Well, I'm coming in from the AC too. It's an unfair. Look how quiet it is. There's nobody. Sun be going down. See you, sun. Woo. Yeah, wealthy and anonymous. But see, that's a problem. They don't like that. That whole concept is why why they freaking hate the crypto market. It started out as anonymous, decentralized money. Now, no. It's nearly impossible to trade anonymously unless you do it peer-to-peer, which has its own freaking risks. So, nope. When does that mall close? I think it closes at 9, or the restaurants are open till 10, 11, 12. But most of the stores close around 9. Banana bananas, 2 jetties. What? Oh, at Sharky's? Oh. Yeah. Unlimited grouper. I heard about that Sharky's place. I've been down that way. I've spent time down there. I used to go to Lido. I used to go to see all the keys. Siesta Key, Longboat Key, that whole area. Sarasota. I've been to Venice. I think the area is awesome. I love it. It's like a breath of fresh air. And what else are we talking about? Yeah, I mean, I'm doing this, actually this Friday and next Friday on Hey Bror Fredrik, right over here, right there. HeyBrorFredrik.com. We're doing Learn to Earn Money Talks. This Friday is what stocks or category of stocks to look at if Trump gets elected, and next Friday is what stocks and or categories of stocks, believe it or not, I actually found a few, if the other two get elected. I think they're gonna be, but you know, I mean, you know what's gonna happen, but I just hope not.
Yeah, she's talking about this down here.
But yeah, there are actually some stocks that you might be interested in buying, like the military complex. I read a guy about yeah, I mean the first thing that was ever bought with crypto, with Bitcoin, was 2 pizzas for 10,000 crypto, 10,000 Bitcoins. It's like, oh, really? I mean, there's horror stories because there's 2 ways of doing it. Hey, you want to look at the views? Yeah, look at the views. You don't want to see me. There's 2 ways of doing it. There's custodial and non-custodial. I'm all about custodial. I want to download my crypto onto a secure wallet and not keep it in my pocket, like bury it in the freaking backyard and shit, Or custodial, which is where someone else, like Coinbase, keeps your money, like a bank. You know how stupid it is to let a bank hold your money? I mean, it's the dumbest proposition ever. But anyway, we're used to it. It's normalized now. Hey, hold my money. I trust you. Duh. It's the dumbest thing. But anyway. And that's what Coinbase is, and all these places that are custodial, unless you download it onto your own hardware wallet, which is prudent. However, it comes with its own basket of risks. If you lose your wallet, your hardware wallet, or you forget, I mean, okay, that's not the end of it, but if you forget or lose your passphrases and stuff to your account because you're the sole custodian of it, all your money's gone. I mean, you hear horror stories about people losing 10 million, 6 million, 5 million, and whatever because they lost their freaking password to get into their non-custodial, their self-managed money. Imagine the gut hurt that would be. Imagine that shit. You would just be like, ugh, I couldn't imagine it. I mean, you'd want to off yourself. That's tragic. That's seriously freaking tragic. Lose all your money. Yeah, I mean, see, there's a lot of seafood restaurants. I'm just talking about a place you can go and buy some seafood that isn't like frozen for a month. The Japanese, no, I don't think that we've seen. The carry trade has been going on for 2 decades over there. That has not unwound yet. The pain is not, our crash had nothing to do with theirs. It's this, I mean, we've been in a recession. Anyone who thinks we're not in a recession is, smoking some weird shit. We've been in one. A recession means the economy is shrinking. I mean, if the economy hasn't been shrinking in the past 4 years, or what is? But yeah, the carry trade, the money was free. The money was cheap. You could borrow all you want at like 0.2%. Who wouldn't? And now it's all freaking going to shit. It's all unwinding. So yeah, it did play a role in what's going on here. But yeah, the fact that crypto is being centralized. You know, you have to, they're shoving a light up your ass, you know, in order to get an account now. And that's not the spirit of what it was supposed to be. You know, they sold out. I mean, a lot of people say it's a psyop, which it probably is in the grand scheme of things. You know, I mean, just find out what the name, I don't think I can say that here. But yeah, it probably is. But who cares? At this point, it doesn't matter because you have, like, other countries. There's only 21 million Bitcoin, so it's relatively inflation-proof. And governments are trying to accumulate as much of it, and billionaires are trying to accumulate as much of it as they can. So even if it was a psyop, I mean, yes, they could probably press a button and it'll all go away, but you know, it is what it is. We shall see. But here's the thing. Like, you can tell I've been studying my ass off. Here's the thing. You know that 86% of the current market, like of the 21 million, there's only like 5 to 6% that is yet to be mined yet by crypto miners, which is an intense thing in and of itself. So there's only 6% left to mine. It's becoming less and less feasible to even mine it. You know, anyway, 86% of that 94% is held by retail people who have between $1 and 100,000 in crypto. 86% of the cumulative hold of the entire Bitcoin market is people like who have $30 in crypto because someone told them to buy it, or they put it in their Cash App like I did, or some stupid shit like that. 86%. So that leaves the other 16%, and there's only like 3 or 4% whales, and there's only a few, I think 4 or 5% who have $1 million plus, and then there's 10 million plus, the whales. So yeah, it's really an untapped market. So a lot of that stuff, that becomes a problem. That's why it's inflation-proof too, because 86% of the market is sitting in, you know, some guy's freaking computer that he threw out in, you know, 2004. He doesn't even know his account anymore. That shit's locked up. So 80% of the crypto liquidity pool is tied up in small retail accounts that'll never be back on the market. That's why crypto is going to eventually be, you know, at least, at minimum, probably in our lifetime, $1 million a coin. Minimum, it'll be $1 million a coin in our lifetime. And past that, $1 billion, $1 trillion, whatever. Because you can't reclaim it. You know, if someone wants to sit on it, someone died with freaking, you know, password protected phone, you know, with a Coinbase account with, you know, $900 worth in it, and it goes to 72,000. That shit's gone. So it's an interesting concept. I've been studying all the smart facts and all that. What up, Alex? Yeah, exactly. Some of that stuff is just gone. Yeah. I mean, it's never going to be recovered, but it was smart to cap it at 21 million. It was extraordinarily smart. Whereas a lot of the other ones, like Doge, it's unlimited. They keep putting new coins on the market. It's the same thing as printing money. You know, that causes inflation. You know, you keep printing money, the money becomes less valuable, hence inflation. Inflation is a construct. Inflation is a tax. It's not real. It's a construct. That's not really air you're breathing. There is no spoon. There is no inflation. It's just keep printing money. This guy trying to bark at me. You want to flex, bro? Anyway. Yeah, it's kind of weird that the Mirage is still standing there all closed. But I can see from here, it is what it is. They haven't really torn nothing down. They're acting like they're gonna. Perpetrating that fraud, but yeah, the day they start tearing shit up, we'll go over there again. Yeah, it'll easily hit $1 million. Like in our cognizant, like in our like not in the end of our lives. I'd say within the next decade, 2 decades, it'll hit $1 million a coin. So, like, they say your goal should be to get at least a coin at the bare minimum to try to get a coin into you somehow, hell or high water. I mean, I could start taking Bitcoin as, you know, on as payment for shit, you know, now if I wanted to. So you're basically paying for the future because it's an asset you hope, well, will be appreciating. It's just not the right time to start accumulating. Like all the people who bought on all the freaking corrections over the years. Oh my God, imagine how much money you'd have right now if you put 50,000 in during the first correction, $250,000 during the second. I mean, you would be like, damn, I think I'll buy the TI, you know, but you just have to know how to call a bottom. But with the way the world is geopolitically now, it's tougher to call the bottom. And now all the governments want to get as much Bitcoin as they can, too. Ever since frickin' 45 opened his mouth, I mean, next time I see him, I'm going to be like, what the actual F were you thinking? I mean, he was all caught up in the frenzy of having been to the Bitcoin convention, which is going to be in Las Vegas next year. So, yeah, we'll be going. That was so dumb. I mean, homeboy just doesn't know when to keep his mouth shut. You never tell the plans. Or that could be a 4D chess move, you know, and he might have done that on purpose. Hey, we could just pay off the whole national debt with Bitcoin, you know, and that China was like, what? Bitcoin? Russia was like, what? Bitcoin? You know, I was like, oh, dude. But I think that might have been a 4D move. I just haven't figured out where the D is. That might have been a D move on his part. I don't agree with everything that dude does. Did not agree with that. Do not agree with the JD thing. Although he's starting to pan out, but, you know, he could be a psyop, too. You know, everything's a psyop. The world is not what you think. We're living in a psyop. That's all I gotta say. But water's good. It's hot. I just got hot out of it. Alright, people. I think I'm gonna vote. So, don't heavily invest right now in too much. What are we talking about? Yeah, I mean, I was one of those people. Someone told me, it was like, oh, I'm gonna get into it, blah blah blah. Hey, you want to get it? But it's like, it didn't register. Because I was in like, I've been, you know, messing with the financial markets since I was like in my late teens and shit. And that's why I kind of know a little shit. But once this started, I mean, it was so counterculture, you know, it was so hippy-dippy, counterculture, whatever. I didn't know the things about the world that I do now. And now I know more. Probably too much, to be honest. So, you know, everything has its time. Everything has its time. I mean, I could have got into it when it was like $2,000. Like, I mean, if I threw 10 grand at that right now, it'd be almost $600,000 when I had the opportunity to do it. Whatever. But you can't worry about that. There's always like one of my mentors back in the day. What he told me when I used to say shit like that, he'd be like, dude, there's always a ground floor. There's always, like, I used to say, oh, there's this great opportunity, and I'd be like, dude, you know, we could have jumped on that, you know, because we did some things together and whatever. He backed me on a few moves, and he'd be like, we were having a barbecue, and I'd be like, bro, we just missed an opportunity to make, you know, a quick 50K doing this, that, and the other, and you'd be like, there's always another opportunity. Red dress theory, remember I talked about that? And they'd say, there's always another ground floor to be in on, don't sweat it, bro. And yeah, it's true. I mean, I think Bitcoin's gonna go back down to like 52, 53, hover there for a while. It's gonna either go down some more, go up, we'll see, I don't know, whatever. I'm just some guy on the internet, don't take my word for anything. But that's gonna be the ground floor if you consider, you know, the next bull cycle could be 300, 400K per coin. Could be the next, you know, it's a 500X. Where are you gonna get that? Buffalo? Anyway. Oh, my chat stopped moving. That annoys the absolute F out of me. The minute you start talking about Bitcoin, everyone's butt fuckers. Like, you know, we're down to like 98 viewers from 200 because I mentioned Bitcoin. So like, I don't know what people's, I mean, I get it. Because look how sweaty I am. Damn, I'm sweating. I get it, because I was in that boat too. But a lot of people, like, I think a lot of people are butthurt because they think they missed the boat. But yeah, can you afford to get in now? But it's fractional. You could buy some, you know, I have like 35,000 Satoshis. What is that worth? 20 bucks? Anyway, it's never too late. If you don't, you know, whatever. It is what it is. But people get so butthurt about it. It's like, oh my God, he's talking about Bitcoin. Anyway, let's talk about tomorrow. Not sure what I'm gonna do tomorrow, but I'll find something interesting to do. I ain't going outside again. Because it's gonna be 110 plus for the next week. We'll find something to do. But in the meantime, I'm gonna invite you to like, share, subscribe, and hit the bell button to get notified when I do this again, which at least times a week. Get it on the sports channel. You know all the stuff down there, and go check me out over at heybrofredrik.com. That's where the conversation is real and the conversation continues every Friday. Learn to earn. Or burn. You know, money talks, raw and uncensored. Got a good one coming up, and other stuff. And I can't wait to get home and see if the laptop passed the new stress test. That way I can put it back online, stress test it again with all the peripherals in. You know, because I have docks and video switchers and all sorts of shit plugged into it. And if that passes the test, we're in the studio. So I'm excited. So yeah, and thank you for everyone who super chatted. Thank you, Gary, for the parking. And links down there. Should I say TJ Lee again? Link in the description. And don't forget Olight, best damn flashlights known to man. And I love you guys. And from the Venetian.